Graduates, we are here today to celebrate your achievements and also the beginning of a new phase in your lives. As each of you know, you have not arrived at this point without significant support and encouragement from others. Would you please take a moment to stand and acknowledge those loved ones seated behind you for the support that they have provided? Seated over here to my right and to your left are members of the faculty and staff who have played a significant role in your lives. Please acknowledge your appreciation for their mentorship, guidance, and inspiration. Western faculty members have worked closely with you as mentors, not only in advancing your content knowledge in various disciplines, but also in helping you to develop skills in thinking, reasoning, problem solving, innovation, and creativity. And these skills are essential in a world requiring adaptability to change, the ability to continuously learn, and a whole host of skills needed to meet the challenges and opportunities in our rapidly changing global environment. Learning at Western has provided a range of opportunities for the experiential application of knowledge gained and skills acquired. This has included work with regional businesses, government agencies, and nonprofit organizations on research projects, surveys, consulting, and problem solving. In the area of natural resources, you have participated in wildlife studies, habitat restoration, water research, and geologic mapping. You have worked with small businesses, provided volunteer income tax assistance, and have participated in projects enhancing social services and healthcare in this community. You have been involved in art shows, musical and theatrical performance, literary readings, and newspaper and radio production. Learning at Western has, at times, meant helping others learn through participation in youth literacy programs and volunteer tutorial support in the local school district. Learning has also meant participation in student government, clubs, intercollegiate and intramural athletics, wilderness pursuits, and mountain rescue. Together, these broad learning and engagement opportunities have created a context for transformational learning. Our hope is that your education and experience at Western has enriched your lives and helped you to grow in deep and meaningful ways. I think all too often many people think of education only as a transaction. Money is paid and facts and knowledge are delivered in measurable outputs. If it has been simply transactional, that you got some things for something you paid for, then I think we failed one another. But I suspect that your lives have been transformed, that your knowledge has expanded, your understanding runs deeper, and your openness to ideas is greater. I hope that your education at Western has inspired in you the desire to do well in life by doing things that are good for all of us as well as for yourselves. The ability to meet personal needs and goals while simultaneously attending to life's larger questions and purposes is not a simple task. The challenges before us are complex and somewhat daunting. In the face of global economic hardships and uncertainties, there exists an urgent call on all of our abilities to think critically, creatively, and collaboratively, and we must do so with a clear sense of ethics and purpose. There are so many questions to be addressed, and few of them are simple. How do we build dignity and trust while working through difficult and sometimes conflicting social, economic, and environmental issues? How do we inspire the pursuit of big purposes as well as personal needs and desires? How do we absorb, process, and combine information to resolve problems, find solutions, and expand possibilities rather than to simply protect a position or a point of view? And then how do we prevent the continuous flow of information from distracting us into unexamined lives, thereby allowing sound bites and images to shape our values and our thinking? Graduates, your generation is particularly well suited to meet these challenges. In his book titled The Way We Will Be, a report on the transformation of the American dream, international polling expert John Zogby, through years of polling data, has identified 4 very important characteristics, in my view, about your age demographic. And incidentally, he calls you the first globals. The 4 important characteristics that Zogby notes about you, the first globals, are 1, that you have a willingness to live with limits as consumers and as citizens. 2, that you embrace diversity of views and ways of life. In fact, Zogby concludes that your generation, the first globals, may be the most inclusive and colorblind group we have yet known. 3, Zogby says that the first globals, that you also look inward to find spiritual comfort. And 4, that you demand authenticity from the media, from our leaders and our leading institutions. I think the combination of these characteristics and your education at Western places you in a promising position to make a difference in the world as you move forward. I would ask you to please consider yourselves lifetime members of this learning community. We have provided learning opportunities and hopefully have worked to inspire thoughtfulness and compassion. We are here to celebrate your accomplishments and your readiness to move forward as lifelong learners and effective global citizens. Once again, welcome everyone to Spring Commencement 2009.